All right, guys. Anyway, had a bunch of new parts, like I made a video on, and I'm gonna do the fuel pump here in just a second. I just changed the ICP sensor, which is that. I had a new pigtail, but I didn't change it because I just didn't feel like doing it. But the new ICP is in there, and that actually changed the startup a lot. It fires off pretty much right off the bat. I mean, it always fires off pretty quick, but I mean, it just starts a lot better, sounds a lot better. So I know the old one was probably failing, so I got that new one on. And then we also did a, I don't know if you guys can see it down there, probably not, but right below that that pulley right there is your CPS sensor. And I had a newer one on there, which was this one, and because I did the turbo a couple of months ago, and we threw a new sensor on, a CPS sensor. But obviously, as you can see, this isn't a OEM Ford Motorcraft one, and these gray ones suck pretty bad, and they're known for going out. So I went ahead and got a new OEM Motorcraft one and threw it on there, and truck runs great. So this thing pisses out fuel like no tomorrow. I have a pretty big fuel leak, and I'm pretty sure my fuel pump is going bad, and there's the fuel's coming out of the weep hole on the bottom. Either that or the hoses are cracked. But either one, whichever one it is, I've got both parts to fix that. So I've got this new fuel filter. It's a Lift Valley fuel pump. They're pretty cheap. They're like 80 bucks or something. And I didn't see any bad reviews, so I figured this would probably fix my problem. And then it also came with a new hose install kit and some crush washers, which I'm pretty sure that's what goes on the banjo bolt. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I am super nervous. I've never did a fuel pump before on this, and I know that this little piece right here, which is what drops into the top of the engine that the camshaft hits, or you know, the lobe steer or whatever, I know that can fall out, and so you pretty much got to take your time on getting this piece out. So I am praying to God that nothing happens and that I can get this fuel pump changed pretty easily, and I can fix my fuel leak. After that, the only other thing we have, I mean, I've got the new filter, I had to get a new oil cap, I got my new sensors, I got the fuel pump, wherever that may be, and then after that we have to do the up pipes. And I don't know, maybe you can, I don't know if you can see back there where it's, yeah, actually you can, right there. You see all that black soot right there? Though that's because that up pipe is completely blown out. So the passenger side one needs changed. The other one looks okay. See if I can, the other one looks okay where it meets right there. I don't think that one's blown out. So I think right now we're pretty much building boost on a set of 4 cylinders, which is this 4 cylinders. I see probably 12 pounds of boost going 75 at 2,800 RPM. So I figure if this one's completely blown out, whenever I change that, I'll probably see at least double the boost. And this is a bigger compressor housing and an upgraded turbine. So I should definitely be seeing at least 15 to 20 pounds of boost. And I'm only seeing about 12. So that's the other one. That one's going to be a bigger job. Me and my wife are going to tackle that one soon, and yeah, so we're going to try to do this fuel pump, and I'll be back with you guys and show you, hopefully to God nothing catastrophic happens. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, I got to show, this is little Everly. This is my daughter. Can you say hi, Everly? Can you say hi? She shook her head no, I swear to God. She said no. She's all wrapped up, chilling out here while we're working on the truck. Anyway, say bye, Everly. We gotta go do some work. All right, so it's nighttime now. I just got done eating dinner, and I got my fuel bowl out. So I found some pretty, you know, I found some stuff that I definitely don't like at all. So one. If you look down in there, there is sludge just caked down there. So that was one thing. Another thing was the screen that sits in there was 100% clogged, like 100% teetotally, completely clogged. So I really don't even know how this thing was getting fuel inside of it. I really honestly have no idea how it was getting fuel, because it was just completely clogged. Another thing is that the hose that goes on to this little nipple wasn't on. So yeah, just by cleaning this screen out and the fuel bowl, I'm going to get a lot of lost horsepower back. I knew this truck was lacking horsepower. I knew something was going on, and that was definitely a big reason why it was not getting fuel and it was losing horsepower. So I'm glad I found it. Another thing is the IPR right here, the IPR valve or whatever, it's loose. It's just I actually just tightened it up by hand, but it's completely loose down here. So I don't know what to say, man. I mean, that's insane to me. I don't know how that happens. I'm glad I caught it. I'm glad I'm in here. Honestly, I don't think this fuel pump is bad. I think that I think I just had a cracked hose or something. These are my hoses, and they look relatively new. Maybe, oh, you can't even see it. They don't look extremely old, but all these connections were just loose. Like, everything was just extremely loose and halfway put together. So I think that, I'm debating if I even want to change the fuel pump, but I've already made it this far, so I might as well throw it in. But it seems like there's a whole bunch of oil and stuff down here. Excuse me. And I don't really see any oil leaks or anything. So I don't really know. I don't really know what that's about down there. But yeah. Fuel pump's out. The hardest part is yet to come. Getting that fuel bowl out and making sure nothing happens bad. And you guys know what I mean. I just don't want to say it because I'm so scared of it happening. This is the first fuel pump I've ever put in a 7.3 ever. This is my first real 7.3 that I've owned for longer than, a while. Like I said, I had my my grandpa's 2007 3. And it was good, but it, I had it when I was a kid. And Jesus, let me move that up a little bit. I kind of made a little homemade topside creeper. It didn't work out very well, but yeah, like I said, I didn't have my grandpa's 2007 3 for very long. So this will be this is really the first, well, besides, we did the turbo in it, and valve cover gaskets, fuel bowl filter, the harnesses, pigtails, the sensors, and that happened about a couple months ago. And then this work is really, this has been really needed bad. This truck has been, whoever had it before me really neglected it. I actually know the guy that owned this truck for a lot of its life, and he took pretty good care of it. But the guy that had it before me, and maybe the guy, I don't know how many owners that's had this truck between the guy that I know had it for a while that took care of it, and the guy that I got it from, because the guy I got it from didn't take care of it. So this truck has really needed all this work and someone just to really love it. So I'm glad that I took this out. God, it would be a totally different truck just doing this work right here and cleaning the fuel bowl screen out and changing hoses, really. But I'm going to do the fuel pump. I'm already in there. And that pretty much covers everything that I've bought so far, besides the up pipes. So I need to do the up pipes. That's going to be a huge job that me and my wife are going to try to tackle. I bought all the tools I'm going to need for it. So I'm ready to do it. I just got to have a time to do it. And I'm not really ready to do that and have the truck down for a few days. It is nice now because I have an extra car. She has her new Honda. And then we have this, we have a 05 Cobalt. So I can drive it whenever the truck's down. And once we get the up pipes done on this truck, and I won't, you know, have to worry about this thing or me needing another vehicle to drive. You know, we're gonna go ahead and sell the car and recoup a couple grand from all the money we've been spending recently because of the new car, and we got to get legal and all these new parts for the truck, and it's all stuff that needed to happen. But you know, y'all know how it is. You know what I mean? It's we're a one income house. I work full time, 40 hours a week, and you know, she's a stay-at-home mom, and you know, she probably honestly has the harder job out of the two, but still, it's hard to do a single income house. But we finally got a little break on money, and we're able to get a car, and I was able to order all these parts and stuff. But y'all don't really care about my life. Y'all want to see this video. So I got everything out, so I'm gonna go ahead, and obviously all this stuff is gonna get cleaned up. I'm gonna clean the fuel bowl house, or the fuel bowl filter housing, all up and make it look, you know, make it look nice. I think I actually might, maybe not. I was thinking about throwing some paint on it just to freshen shit up in here, but I probably won't. I want to get this truck back together and drive it because I am very excited. After seeing that screen, dude, I don't even know how this truck was getting any fuel at all. And you know, obviously it wasn't getting very much fuel. Anyway, this is the, I should have taken a video of, here, let me put this down there. I should have taken a video of it before, but this was completely just caked. There was just dirt everywhere. So I don't know if because this truck is only running on one tank, right? I don't have both tanks at my disposal. I've only got one tank, and that's the rear tank, the smaller tank of the two. And so I don't know if that tank's that bad, or if whoever had this before me was running the front tank and finally figured out that the front tank was gross, and maybe that's where all that debris came from. I don't know. I don't really know what doesn't work on the front tank. The selector, whenever I push it, the fuel gauge does go down to pretty much empty, I think. But I've never tried to start it. I've never tried to start it like that or anything. So I really don't know. I probably need to just drop both tanks. Go ahead and drop both tanks, bite the bullet, and either clean them or maybe just get one big tank, like I think you can get the 30-gallon tanks or something off Broncos, or there's a 30-gallon tank conversion. Just do one tank. Either way, I got to do that eventually, but all right, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to try to, I think I'm probably going to go ahead and just get this fuel pump out. Put it back in. And, I mean, if I have time, I might finish this truck up tonight. If not, I'll just throw it back. I'll finish it up tomorrow. But the hardest part is right here, and this is getting the fuel pump out. Hell, I mean, maybe I can throw you guys up here. Maybe I can throw you guys right here. That'd be awesome if you guys could sit right there. Okay, I got you guys up there. You can kind of see stuff, but not really. But at least y'all can be with me. All right. So for this, you guys need a ratchet, extension, 10 millimeter. I believe it's 10 millimeter. So, where's my 3/8? There, it's up there.
And I've got a new 10mm, I believe. Might have lied, I don't know. If I did, that's fine. You guys can still trust me. Yes, I do. I just went to Menards today, and I love Menards, man. I love Harbor Freight too, but Menards is closer to my house, so I usually wind up just going to Menards because I don't want to have to drive in the town. Oh my god, I don't want to have to drive into town just to go to Harbor Freight because they got better prices. Because Menards is pretty good too. Their prices are okay. So I usually just go to Menards. So I've probably spent $100, maybe over $100, just on the tools that I need to do this job and to do the up pipe job. So yeah. All right. So what you want to do is break them loose. Actually, I need to do the banjo bolt first, because I can't take the fuel pump out as cautiously as I want to without taking that out first. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You guys already know what just happened. I don't even have to explain it. And it's gone. Folks, I just lost it. That sucks. I don't even know what I just lost. Most likely, oh, it was my 9/16 wrench. I have to have it. Ugh. I gotta have it. Oh my god, I gotta find it. Hold on. Oh, it hit the ground. Nice. Alright, crisis averted. Alright, so I really hope that I got the right size wrench. But all the YouTube videos that I've watched said that you need a 1 1¼ wrench for this. So and I do believe this does not fit. I think maybe it does. Y'all landed on the leaf spring. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Y'all landed on the damn leaf spring. Okay. So I'm not convinced that this is the right thing. Oh. Oh, you guys almost died again. There we go. So yeah, guys, this isn't exactly fitting. God. Okay, boys. All right. Well, I don't think this is the right wrench. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pick you guys up whenever I figure something else out. All right. So we are. I'm headed to the gas station. Going to get some diesel so I can fill the fuel bowl up, so it's not as hard of a first start. Maybe it won't take as long to prime it. I know that you can mark the starter terminal or whatever, the starter relay, and get the truck to self-prime itself, but I'm gonna go get some fuel, put in the fuel bowl, and hopefully it'll start up first time, and it'll be a lot easier to get it started. But everything's done. I got everything done. Everything's plugged back up, and so I'm gonna get this diesel, and whenever I get back and get it started for the first start, I will bring it back on this. So yeah, we'll see you then. All right, boys, this is the moment we all been waiting for. Everything's done. I went and got some diesel, put it in the fuel bowl so it would help prime. I am really nervous. I've never done a fuel pump before on this thing, and I just always get nervous whenever I do something to it because I'm scared something's gonna be messed up. I'm really praying that there's no leaks. That's what I'm really worried about, is just having leaks, because leaks are a pain in the ass. But I'm gonna put this right here somewhere where I can prop it up and you guys can see. You guys can't really see it great, but that's the best I can do. So I'm gonna give it a once over. Actually, twice over. Make sure nothing looks out of place. If it doesn't, everything looks good. So yeah. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to double check a couple more things. All I can do is pray and hope everything's okay. Got a fuel filter light on. Let me check out and I'll be right back. All right, and she is running. 7.3's running. I checked for leaks. There's no leaks so far. I do have one problem. The fuel filter light's on. So I don't know exactly what happened and why it's on. I did clean the fuel bowl out. I cleaned the screen on the side. It has a new fuel filter, so I really don't know why. I don't know why it would be on. So I got to figure that out. I'm gonna let the truck run a little bit, and then I'm gonna take it for a test drive. If I notice a lack of power,
worse than it was before, because this thing has I've always felt like this truck had a lack of power. But if it's worse than before, then I gotta tackle that. So that sucks that the fuel filter light is on, but hopefully it's just some weird trip sensor and it's not gonna cause any type of lack of power or anything. Hopefully, I'm really hoping the truck runs a lot better with the new fuel pump and the cleaned out screen and everything. But yeah, so this is gonna be the end of the video. Like I said, whenever you do a fuel pump on these, the lift pump, fuel pump, whatever you want to call it, just make sure and get new hoses with it. At least get new clamps, but for real, get new hoses. The fuel pump I got, it literally came with the fuel pump, it came with brand new hoses, and they were already cut to length for each one. So that's what I would do in this. Like I said, I got a Lift Valley fuel pump. It was about $100 online, and it came with everything. The OEM replacement ones are a hell of a lot more expensive, and I really don't know if they're any better. I don't know how good this one's going to be, but hopefully it'll do me good. So yeah, just remember to just make sure all your hoses are good, new clamps, new hoses. Make sure the fuel pump plunger doesn't fall out when you're doing this job. Clean your fuel bowl out, clean that screen on the side, in the regulator on the side of the fuel bowl. 9 times out of 10, that screen is going to be completely plugged up, and that will cause a loss of power because you can't get fuel in there. You're not going to have the fuel pressure you need. So yeah, just make sure that's good, and you should be good. And on startup, I went and got 2 water bottles full of diesel, and I poured 1.5 in. Fill your fuel bowl up about halfway, and my truck started right up. It did do a couple little burps because obviously it's working a little bit of air out of the system, but these trucks are they work their own, they purge, they self-purge themselves. So if there's air in the lines, it will self-purge itself. If you don't fill that fuel bowl up and you try to start it, you're going to be cranking a lot because you got to get fuel up in that fuel bowl. But just throw some fuel in the fuel bowl and you'll be good. It might burp a little bit or whatever, but it should be good. But for this video, we're done. I'm really hoping maybe this fuel light will go off. If it doesn't, then obviously I've got something else to fix. But other than that, we'll see you later.